Alright guys, thanks again for watching our live story episode number 6. Today we are talking about color of metal for engagement ring and also type of metal for engagement ring. More specifically, we're going to talk about yellow and rose gold. And it's important to note that while the design and the center stone shape are very important for your ring, that the color of the metal is actually just as important because it does determine exactly how the entire ring is going to look. Because if your whole ring is yellow gold, you're going to notice that, or rose gold. You might not notice the other smaller nuances of the ring, but metal color is very important. Picking the difference between platinum and white gold might not be as important, but it's something that we'll actually go over as well. And if you fast or rewind it about a few years ago, everybody was only getting white gold and platinum, and that was the norm. But nowadays we're doing at least 30 or 40% of our rings, and not 40% but 30% of our rings in color metal, because people want something unique and something different. And when you combine the rose or yellow gold with a micro pave design from us, there's something really magical about it. It takes it to another level, even the solitaire design. So on our website you can just simply go under rose or yellow gold, and you'll be able to come up with all the custom rings that we've made or have in stock that have either color metal in them. One thing to note is that no matter what ring you like on our website, you don't have to just go here. You can go to all engagement rings and see maybe how many designs are there. There is almost 700. Any ring could be made with any color metal, in rose, yellow, white, and you can mix and match whatever you like. So I'm going to put this away. We're going to get into some rings, and even if you're not interested in rose or yellow gold or two-tone, still watch today, because we're going to go over some really nice designs that we can make in white gold or platinum if that's what you prefer. We're going to talk about some prices also. So let's start off today with platinum versus white gold. I'm going to pull out two rings, and the difference between platinum and white gold, visually it's almost impossible to tell. This one is white gold, this one is platinum. Platinum is a little bit duller metal, white gold's a little bit shinier. And that's really the only visual difference that you can see. Over time, white gold will show a little bit of color in it. Excuse me, while platinum always remains true white metal. These are just the model numbers for these two rings. This is RS276 style here. This is with the wrap underneath. This is white gold, and this is RSOR 15743. This one has a, what are the price ranges? This one has a 1.5 carat center stone. Now, platinum also is a little bit denser. Now, just by looking at it in person, it's going to be hard for you to tell, to feel it, but in my hand I can feel it. And just to show you, I'm going to put it on the scale here so you can see the difference in the weight. Let me just tear the scale. This is the platinum ring, and remember, they're about the same exact ring, so they should actually weigh the same if they were the same metal. But you'll see that the platinum ring is about, not double, but it's almost 2 times as heavy, even though it's the same exact kind of look. The reason is platinum is denser. So no matter what, if you see the stock market and the price of platinum is the same as, or I mean gold is the same as platinum, and you're wondering why platinum is more expensive, because you have to use almost 2 times more. Not to mention, platinum is always 95% pure, while gold is either 75% or I think 62% for 14 carats. So you see the weight difference. Visually, there's not much of a difference here. For our micro pave designs, we do recommend platinum, but white gold is really just as good. And if you want to save some money on that end, you can save a few $100s, and you're going to end up with the same kind of look. I'm showing you solitaire rings, what we do with our finer designs with halos and 3-row bands and all that other beautiful designs. So I'm not even going to try these on because I think it's not really necessary for today's show. So I'm going to move on to the other ones. So that was platinum and white gold. Now we're going to move on to rose gold and other designs. We're going to do all rose gold rings. First one here, this is RS 169. So solitaire design, just some pave detailing on the side. Really beautiful design. That's a 1.6 carat oval center. So something like this is going to be around this price range. And this is the model number of this ring. And if we're going to get our hand model to try it on, so we can compare it. I'm just going to show a few different rose gold designs. That's RS 169. It's on our website. It's a solitaire ring. We do it in all different color metals, any way you like. And I'm going to throw out another ring at the same time. This is also mostly all rose gold. The prongs here are white, but for our purposes, we'll say it's all rose. It's SOR 14777. This also features an oval diamond. In the center, this one's available for purchase. You can check it on our website. It's an invisible gallery design. Very pretty, so we can put these both on at the same time. Kind of compare. So when you do rose gold on the whole ring, you cannot, there's no mistaking it. So it definitely has a more powerful impact than just doing the top part or the halo in white gold. Also, just to note, most of the rose gold we do is 14 karat because it's going to give it a more subtle color to it. If you go up to 18, it does look a little more coppery. It's not as pretty, and it can be a little bit distracting to look at. So 14 karat for sure, that's what we recommend, unless you have some kind of preference for 18, we can do that as well. Price difference is really negligible for 18 versus 14. It's a couple $100, so it has nothing to do with the price. It's really just how the metal looks. And also 14 karat in any color metal is going to be stronger because it has less gold in it. The more gold in it, the softer it is. So those are two nice designs to start with. Let's move on to something else really quick. This is another one. This is more of a vintage style, all rose gold again. No white whatsoever on this one. This is model number BVR 11737. See the vintage design. Vintage and color metal actually really go nicely together. It definitely has that old world feeling, and when you have the bezels, set diamonds in the band, and the mill grains, split claw prongs, it all adds up to a nice retro inspired feel. And this is a 1 karat center. Something like this is going to run you around this price range. Once again, don't hold me to this, but this is around where it is. It's hard for me to check everything as we go, but that should give you a good idea for a 1 karat stone, nice quality, and that nice custom setting of a vintage design. Let's move on to one more. I'm going to skip over one of them. We're going to go right to this one. This is a pear shape. You can keep that on at the same time. This is with a halo, so we're kind of hitting all the styles. Halos, non-halos, solitaires. This is under 1 karat. This one's going to be probably in this price range. Again, it's beautiful. A lot of times you see two-tone from us, but an all rose gold ring is really nice. The one thing to keep in mind is if you do an all-color metal ring, to try to go for a higher color center stone so it doesn't get washed out by the metal. This is probably, I think, an E or F color in the center, and you can see it still looks crisp as day in the setting. That's AER 11653, and that was BVR 11737. So rose gold really looks nice on any skin tone. It blends in really well. It's more subtle. Now, if we're going to switch things up, we're going to show you some yellow gold, which is definitely the natural color of gold. It's not as popular right now as rose gold, but we pegged it as one of the top trends for this coming year because we think it's a great alternative, and it's no longer considered old-fashioned, which is what some people might think about yellow gold when they refer back to it. So we're going to start off with this one. This is a solitaire design, SOR 15740. This is all yellow gold. I just want to see there's no white on it. It's very simple design. Flat plain band. Here you can try it on. This one is probably around here. It's a 1.5 karat center stone. And we're going to contrast that with something completely on the opposite end of the spectrum, which is going to be a halo ring with a cushion cut center. This is under 1 karat, all yellow gold. Again, this is 14 karat, so you see it has a very subtle color to it. You shouldn't consider yellow gold old-fashioned anymore. I think we talked about it earlier this year. We said it's going to definitely become more and more popular. People are looking to do new and different things with their engagement rings. So when they see a lot of rose gold, now people are starting to gravitate towards yellow gold. And we think it looks beautiful either in something simple and classic like this, or something more modern and micro pave. It kind of has a nice little mixture going on of the diamonds, the yellow gold, and then you're adding some dimension to the center stone. This is under 1 karat, this is 1.5. You'll see it's not really about halo or non-halo, but you'll see how adding a halo does add a lot of glitz and sparkle, and obviously size to the surface area of your ring. Let's compare it to, this one. Let's compare two other rings. We're gonna move into an oval one. This is like RS 158. This is a small finger size. Not sure if it's gonna fit, but we'll try our best. This looks like a 1.7 carat center. Typically, it's gonna run you in this price range for a good quality. And of course, another style we're going to show you is a moissanite ring with all yellow gold. These are both from our micro pave wrap collection. It has a full circle of diamonds underneath. Let's try that on that hand. So you could do anything you want with the colors, with the center stones. I mean, we're just trying to show you a nice variety here. So some good options. Remember, all one color. So we're going to get into two-tone in just a little bit, but before we do, we're going to compare rose versus yellow gold in detail so you can see it side by side. Honestly, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference on the camera between yellow and rose gold because they do look quite similar under certain lighting, so we're going to try to zoom in and show you. But right now we're still on all yellow gold rings. And remember, if you look this up on the website, you'll notice it's not in yellow gold, but once again, you can use your imagination and you can customize any ring in any metal color you like. So don't let the website photos hold you back. So let's move on to do some comparisons. Yellow gold versus rose gold. I'm going to try to just use what we were just working with and show some similar styles. So just going to show you because some people actually ask sometimes to see the difference side by side. So these are both pear-shaped halo rings. This is yellow, this is rose. You should be able to see that the color difference is pretty obvious in this one. You see it? I'll try to take the light away to look at it. You'll see the rose is just a little more subtle. The yellow is a little bit brighter. There's no mistaking the yellow. The rose is more suited to blend in with any skin tone, so probably why it's a little more popular. But if you're after something a little bolder, and just try them on. I'm not going to go back on the style numbers on these, but these are just both, they're both on the website. If you look under pear-shaped halo rings, classic halo styles. One thing about yellow is because it is a stronger color, it does have more of a tendency to bleed into the center stone. So you'll see that some people don't have a problem with it. I personally don't either. I think it looks nice. It does add a little warmth of color to the center stone. This was a G color. Adding yellow halo can make it look more like an H color. While the rose, on the other hand, it's like I said, it's not as apparent the color, so it's not going to really find its way into the center stone as much, so it's going to still maintain that same appearance. That's one good comparison. Now really it's a matter of preference, so don't think that one is trendy, one is not, because trends change. But you really shouldn't depict what kind of engaged ring you get. So let me just put one more example of rose versus yellow. This is the invisible gallery design. This is the micro pave wrap design. A little bit harder to see it in this example actually, the difference in the metal color. So this one is yellow, this is rose. I think you have to put the light back for her. Hold on. Again, yellow, rose. Try it on the hand one more time and you'll see what we're talking about. Rose definitely a little more understated appearance. Yellow a little bit brighter. Both very similar size center stones, about 1.75 carats. Both rings would be in this price range. Once again, it can fluctuate. You can go with a much lower quality center stone, bring the price down. You can go for a better quality, which you might not need to because these are both very good and it would bring the price up a little bit. So for 1.7 carat, I would say you'd be starting around this price. You can go up to as much as 20,000 plus if you want to go for a DEF VS clarity. So just trying to give you some ranges, but remember these are 1.7 carat center stones here, plus or minus. So that kind of wraps up the difference between rose and white gold. I think we got some good side-by-side comparisons. We did white versus platinum. So we're going to segue over. I'm going to get the tray of two-tone rings, which is, yeah, where more of the fun is, because I think two-tone is definitely still more popular. Let me do even advise our clients on two-tone for the most part because we find that it does provide a nicer contrast and a beautiful appearance to the ring. Danny, forget about it. Yes, so let me just pull this over. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to start with this ring. First ring up, two-tone. Just want to pan over and show them all first. We have, starting here, these are the yellow ones, and we switch over to rose. And then we have ones that have very subtle details of rose or inverted details of rose and white gold on the ring. So the first one is this one. Now when it comes to two-tone, you can really have a lot more fun with it. You can choose how you want to put the different metal colors. It can be on just top of the halo, it can be the band, it can be the stems only. So this is a really good example. This ring here, the top part of the halo is white gold, but I'm going to flip it over slowly, and the rest of the ring is yellow. Even the side of the halo is yellow, the stems are yellow, the band is yellow. The only thing that's white is the top of the halo, and that's not just a plating, that's actually a little sheet of metal that we put on top that is white gold. Because if we just plated everything a different color, it wouldn't last. So this is actually a true two-tone ring, as are all of our rings, because once you start plating or just adding a thin layer on top of metal color, it does wear off. So this ensures that it's always going to look like this. And look at the contrast you get from the top to the band. It's really gorgeous. This is a 2-carat center. This one would probably be around this price range, plus or minus. And why do people opt for two-tone? Because you help maintain the color of the center stone, and it gives a nice contrast. So you have this beautiful white center, and then you have the yellow band, and you still get the color you want over here, and you're maintaining the color of the center stone. And on this particular design, you'll be getting color on the profile. So it's really just the top part that is done in yellow gold. Definitely one of our more popular designs. Something similar to this would be RS246 on our website. There's a lot of different variations on it. We can do it with any shape. We're just showing it with an oval for now. Now I'm going to show you another example of a two-tone ring. This is model number SOR. You can keep that one on also. This is SOR 15046. Now the difference on this one is the top of the halo is white, but the actual whole part, this whole piece is white gold, and everything else is yellow. There's no diamonds on the edge, so we did the whole top in white, everything else in yellow. So this is a more conventional two-tone look. Again, we're preserving the color of the center stone. This is a F color, so it's still a high color, so it's going to stand out even more with the white around it and then the yellow on the band. So if you love yellow gold, there's no reason, you don't have to put it in the halo, you can just put it on the band. Everyone will see it, you'll see it, it looks beautiful. And let's compare it on the hand to the other one, because they'll look quite similar from the top. That's SOR 15046. Cathedral design, non-cathedral. So when it comes to two-tone, you really have a lot of different ways that you can play it. Okay, so those are the two-tone oval rings. I'm going to take this out. Let's move on to a couple of more two-tone rings. This doesn't belong here. This is a nice one. This is a cushion cut. So now we haven't talked about 3-row bands in color metal. This is a 3-row band, model number SOR 14274. It's on our website, it's in stock, it's a 1.6 carat cushion. The top portion is in white, everything else is yellow with a rounded 3-row band. And gorgeous. You see how the diamonds on the shank of a yellow gold ring really stand out more than if it was on white gold, where it can just kind of blend in. So it's a really nice option to do color metal and a 3-row band. It's certainly very unique. A 3-row band is unique on its own, but putting it in rose or yellow gold takes it up another level. We've made this ring countless times before, all different center stones. Always looks amazingly beautiful. This one's going to be, I think, around this price range. It's a 1.6 carat center, H color, VS clarity. So again, this is the conventional way of doing two-tone. That's the top in white, the band in yellow. And we're going to show you some different ways coming up. And we're going to move on to some...
Leave this on?
No, you can take it off. We'll maybe come back to it later. But let's move on to the rose gold ones. Again, rose gold is surely more popular. This one's really unique. This is a fun way to add two-tone to your ring. I'm going to show it from the profile first. Hopefully we can see it. The band is rose. The stems in between this little disc and the top are rose, and then the halo and the disc are white. So it's kind of like mixing and matching from rose to white to rose. It literally looks beautiful. You can actually see the contrast. You can see the color. And from the top, it's going to just look like a simple two-tone ring, but when you twist it around to the side, you're going to see all that beautiful detail that we're known for. This is a moissanite center stone. So here, you're going to get a lot of bang for the buck. This one looks like a $20,000 ring, but you can probably get it within this price range. It's a 2-carat equivalent center. And if you can, maybe show the video from the profile in our hand, on Catherine's hand, so we can see. So you can see a little bit more. Again, you can mix and match whatever colors. If you want that to be yellow in the middle, you can do that. If you want yellow in the halo and rose, we don't really recommend yellow and rose in the same ring because they look too similar. It doesn't provide enough of a contrast, but you're really free to do it as you wish with your custom ring. So this one is available for purchase. You can check it out online, see it in full detail. I'm going to move on to another highly popular ring. This is RS-275. You can hold it and show it. Again, just the top in white, the band in rose. That's a beautiful 3-carat center stone. This one is actually available for purchase. We do not have it on the website yet. That's why I'm not putting a real model number. I'm just putting an RS one, which is RS-275. It's actually more than this also. It's probably closer to 35,000, but again, this is the most popular combination. Rose band, white top. This one has the prong-to-prong pave wrap and diamonds up the stems. Delicate rose gold band for the floating look. And you can keep that on. I'm going to show one other popular two-tone ring that we've done quite a bit. This is the same, not the same exact style, but same combination of rose and white. This is with a pear-shaped center, 1.5 carat. It's not fair to show this next to a 3-carat, but I guess we'll have to for this instance. This has the wrap underneath, the full wrap. This is from our wrap collection. The other one is from the prong-to-prong pave collection. Oops. Yeah, if you want to put that on the other hand or same hand, whatever you prefer. 1.5 is a great size also. Don't let it fool you. It's a beautiful ring. This one is not on our website yet. We do have it available in store. We're going to get it up there soon. But if you look up RS-233, you'll see that the original pear-shaped two-tone ring. And you see, it just gives it an even more delicate look when you do rose gold. Probably more delicate than if you do yellow gold. So kind of something just to notice off the bat. Really pretty, and it works very nicely with elongated stones like this, pear or oval, so gives you that floating look. We have the details underneath in white, so it's really going to stand out. This is an H color center stone, this is a G color, but by doing two-tone, I think you make it look even whiter because that contrast tricks your eye to thinking that it is even more colorless than it is, as opposed to doing all one color. So two beautiful rings in stock, and then I'm going to switch it up. Sometimes people ask about bezel set rings. I'm not sure if we've shown this on our story episodes before, but this is model SOR 15745. We'll just get through that one quickly. I'm trying to keep this within 20 minutes. Not sure if it's possible, but we have a plane to catch. That's a bezel set, so it's white gold around the center stone. This is a J color center stone. It still looks pretty colorless because of the contrast and also the way it's set. It's within the bezel. You have the rose gold plain band. This is a very unique design. That's a 1.7 carat center stone. And the bezel setting actually, it has a similar effect to a halo. It can make the centerpiece look bigger without actually putting small diamonds around it. And it does have a kind of a vintagey feel to it as the bezel set band that we showed earlier. So there's really a million different ways you can do it with the two-tone. You can have fun with it. You can do it on small pieces. You can do the whole band, the top, whatever you like. I'm just going to show you a couple of instances quickly of two very similar rings. I'm going to just hold them out. This is SOR 14272 and this is VNR 146. Really similar designs. The whole ring is done in either platinum or white gold, and only the wrap, I'm going to hold it still, is done in rose gold. Again, it's just a subtle way of adding some nice detail to your ring. It won't be overpowering from the top. You won't even know it's there. But once again, your hand is never stationary, so every time you move it, you'll see that little glimpse of rose gold from the side, and it won't really detract from the center stone at all. This is a 1.5 carat cushion. This is a 2.5 carat emerald cut. Just try them on, and you can kind of just move your hand a little bit so we can see the difference. So this is apt for someone who wants two-tone, but they don't want to make too much of a splash. They want to keep it nice and quiet, so you just do it on the underneath part of the ring. And of course, you do see that little detail. You see all the details. Never think that you don't see it. So it's always something that you'll know is there. It's your ring. You take it off, you see it. And that's SOR 14272 for the cushion cut ring. That's VNR 14642. Both are on the website. And any ring that we've shown so far, keep in mind we can make with any shape center stone, any type of center stone, any size, any quality. So don't let your imagination run wild with the two-tone. We're going to wrap it up with two more rings here, which is kind of the inverse of what we showed before. So here, the whole ring is rose and only the wrap is white for both of these. This is a morganite ring, this is a diamond ring. This is SOR 14181, and for the morganite ring, it's this one. So see if you can kind of zoom in on that without me moving it around. It's probably better. Both rings are done in rose gold with only the wrap in white, so it makes it stand out. Definitely pops when you see it. Which is the exact opposite of before, where we had the whole ring in white and only that little wrap of diamonds done in a color metal. Let's just try these on. Morganite is actually very popular with us. We're selling a lot of them lately in all of our custom designs. And you can't get more classic than the round diamond in a pave setting as this one, SOR 14181.
That's good. That looks nice.
So it's clear.
It's clear.
So you see there's really unlimited possibilities when you want to add metal color to your ring. I think we kind of went over everything in very good detail, so I would recommend that if you do have your eye on one of our rings, keep in mind we can custom make it for you however you like. Look through our website, but also check out our video gallery on our website, because there's a lot of rings there that we made in different color metals, different combinations. I know sometimes it might be hard to visualize, but we try to show you as much as possible on our website, Instagram, our YouTube page. And if you just want to keep it simple and go for white, gold, or platinum, definitely that is still the standard, and we can definitely make that for you as well. So just inquire on our website or give us a call, make an appointment, come in, try it on your hand, see how it looks, and we'll take it from there. Thanks everyone for tuning in today, and we'll be posting this on YouTube in the coming days, so just keep an eye out. We'll let everyone know on Instagram.